What up, guys? And Kenny here and back in the video today. And today I'm going to be giving you guys the top 3 best decks for the 20 win challenge. And without further ado, let's get started. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss another post. Okay, so for the first deck, we're going to be using the Giant Skeleton Graveyard deck. I think this deck's pretty solid, honestly. And yeah. So this deck actually has the highest win rate out of all the decks I'm going to share. And honestly think it's pretty self-explanatory. What you're basically trying to do with this deck, honestly, is just to try to build up a big push and avoid taking too much damage in single. And once you build that big push, you just send in the graveyard. Like, literally once it crosses the bridge. So right here, I'm going to try to bait out a rocket just to kind of force out some elixir out of the opponent's hand. And he's smart by going with a Tesla. I'm going to do something pretty stupid. I'm going to go Giant Skeleton in front. Hopefully he doesn't have a rocket in hand here. And he does, okay. So I think this graveyard's going to get a bit of damage. It's not going to take his tower, but I think that graveyard was worth it, honestly. He's probably going to princess here, yeah. Send in the fireball for his princess and save our arrows for his barrel. Now that we have his barrel out of hand, he can't really punish us too badly, so I think we are in a pretty decent spot. We're only down like 200 damage, or less than 200 damage actually. I think I might set up a tombstone just to kind of get my skeleton ability up. Yeah, let's actually Skeleton King here for his units. And really aggressive rocket by the opponent. I don't know what he's thinking there. I'm actually gonna punish him really hard right here. Usually you don't want to send in rockets in single elixir like that. And he also spent arrows, yes, so I think this is tower down, guys. There's no way he can take care of the graveyard. And Giant Skeleton is on tower, guys. Wow. And just like that, easy victory. So this is why this deck is probably one of the best to run for the 21 challenge, especially since you can punish your opponents for really hard for making stupid plays like that. But yeah, and he sent in another rocket naked, so really well played by that guy. I think we can just chill out here. There's no need to go in aggressively, honestly. Skeleton King the back and then set up with a big push since his rocket's out of hand. I'm actually gonna fireball his princess just because I don't want him to get good value. And this guy is just, he's desperate at this point. I don't blame him. As a rocket cycle player, I know, but like, bro, you shouldn't be rocketing my Skeleton King in single elixir. That's pretty bad. And yeah, GG. So, quite honestly, not my favorite deck out of the 3, but yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. Okay, so this deck is actually my favorite, and it recently got buffed with the Megaknight and the Prince. So, Megaknight actually got like a 0.9 drop buff or something like that, and the Prince actually got like, I think it's a charging buff. And it doesn't really have the highest win rate, but I think this is like the most self-explanatory deck. Literally, all you're really doing is just bridge spamming and setting up in the back. There's not really much strategy here. Okay, so this is a pretty interesting start by the opponent. I went Megaknight there because I didn't want to cycle my queen, since she's like my best defense. I'm gonna zap the fisherman so we can actually get the hunter down. I don't want him to have a good support if he wants to go RG, because he has fisherman and no other cards have like fisherman other than like RG. And this guy is probably gonna be in trouble. There's no way he can stop this prince, right? He's gonna be forced to probably fireball or lightning this. Wow, so he does have lightning. He doesn't have E-Spirit, so I'm gonna pressure left lane and right lane. And I don't think he has enough elixir for this bats, guys. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This deck is just so easy to run and catch your opponent in a bad cycle. So I would kind of go aggressively here with the Megaknight in the back, but let's go Queen instead at the bridge. And really nice Hunter. That's pretty unfortunate that our ability didn't pop in time. I'm not going to zap that because I don't think that's going to do too much damage, and it actually did no damage. So that's pretty lucky on our end. I don't want to cycle anything because he does have Fisherman in hand, and he could probably get it like a really nice king activation. So right here, I'm probably gonna go Megaknight in front of this Prince, just because he has no real way of stopping this, and his Queen's like his best defense. So after that dies, he really has nothing for my Prince basically. And I'm gonna try to do the same thing again. I'm gonna pressure with bats, and since he uses E-Spear and he doesn't have many great ground counters, let's Prince at the bridge. And nice. I think we get like 2 swings. 3? Okay. 2 is pretty good though. Let's see if he goes lightning on this. I don't think he will. Wow. So pretty aggressive on his end. Let's go bats. And I'm gonna actually pre-place my miner in case he goes ability. Okay, so maybe that was a waste of a miner. Let's Prince the back. I don't really see any way of him like catching up from this lead that I have, because I don't really think he can defend both lanes effectively. Let's go miner here and Prince the bridge on the left. And I think this is GG. I'm gonna go wall breakers right side, so basically applying split lane pressure. And yeah, on to the next match. So this deck actually been making rounds since the RamRider buff, so let's try it out. So I chose this deck because if you guys notice, the decks I picked are relatively easy to pick up. I want to make sure you guys aren't, you know, I'm not giving you guys like the hardest decks to learn, because the 20 win is probably going to end pretty soon, so I don't want to put that kind of pressure on you guys to try to learn a whole new deck. But yeah, these are pretty self-explanatory decks. What you're trying to do is kind of apply a little bit of pressure in single while taking as little damage as possible, and trying to get to triple as quick as possible, if that makes sense. I'm probably not making sense, but yeah. And right off the bat, I think this is like a really bad matchup. He has RamRider and Cannon, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult to break through. But I think we should be good once it gets to triple. But let's see. I'm gonna have to ignore that Fire Spirit, unfortunately, because if I played a Bandit or Megaknight, I would have just fed him like free elixir. I'm gonna go Bandit at the bridge on the right. And nice, we forced out a RamRider, and he couldn't use on our weak side tower. I want to use a ghost here, but I'm not sure if that would be the right play, especially since both my towers are hitting his giant skeleton. I'm actually gonna try to ghost the bridge and then go E-Spirit in case he wants to go skeletons here. And I want to try to save my RamRider for his RamRider. Okay, so it's basically double elixir, so I'm gonna go Megaknight in the back. And again, we have to just basically take the Fire Spirit damage, just so we can set up a good beatdown push. I'm gonna go Queen high up, just to kind of predict the RamRider. And I think we can deny all hog hits here, and nice. Okay, I don't think our RamRider breaks through, unfortunately. Even though we kind of are feeding elixir to the bomb, I think that Bandit was a pretty bad play. Let's go Megaknight here. And I think he's gonna get a swing, guys. This is not good. Wow. So Megaknight came in clutch there. I'm gonna Bandit opposite lane. just to kind of see if that really does anything. And let's pop our ability just to sneak in a queen connection. Okay, nice. We got 2 shots and a ghost hit. That's clutch. Okay. I'm gonna kind of hover my bandit or have it selected because I know he's gonna try to RamRider soon, and I kind of want to get ready for that. Let's go queen here, and then RamRider, and nice. We caught his RamRider again. But I think he might be. Oh shoot, this is not good, guys. I think his hog is gonna get through, and it does. Let's go Megaknight in the middle here, and I'm gonna actually bandit just to kind of help DPS down his giant skeleton. Do we protect our tower? We do. Okay, so this is getting kind of tricky to get past. I'm gonna pop the ability again, and I think we gotta. Oh shoot, queen is on tower. Okay. I have to just get a RamRider to his tower or cycle like 3 lightnings, which I don't really think that's realistic. What just happened, guys? That was insane. Well, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys drop an ice emoji down below, and Kenny out.